Alright, good. Hello, Miss. My name is Ahmad Irfan from MSc Ipoh, and today I would like to present to you my assignment for the Sociology of Education. Okay, for the first article, we got Education Ministry looking into issues in World Bank report. The source is from Free Malaysia Today, and the date is from April 30th, 2024. For the summary of this article is that Malaysia's Education Ministry reforms addresses World Bank's report on education standards. 42% of students fail to achieve reading proficiency by Standard 5. This means that most of the students in our country are quite a slow learner, or perhaps just really aren't that good in speaking other languages in general. Okay. Average school years are 12.5 years, learning equivalent of 9.8 years. Initiated reforms including preschool system restructuring, 2027 school curriculum, and dropout intervention. Okay, dropout intervention means that the government, or perhaps even the school itself, will try their best to prevent their students from dropping out from the school. Okay. Former Minister Rafida Aziz urges immediate reforms on Malaysia's competitiveness and socio-economic development. Okay. As for the analysis of this article is that Malaysian Education Ministry investigation into World Bank report says that highlights the intersection of education policy and social equity. Equity means that the balance between social life in our country. Okay. Educational institution reflects and perpetuates societal values and inequalities. Okay, inequalities mean that the societal values in our country is a bit imbalanced. Considering that there are many kaum or races, not racist. How do I say that? Many kinds of people in our country, Indians, Chinese, Malays, all that. Okay. World Bank findings highlight disparities in access, quality, and outcomes within Malaysian education system. Ministry's reaction reveals concern about education's role in social mobility and reification of social stratifications. Reification means that they treated something abstract like a physical problem. As for the social stratifications, meaning that social groups. Stratification means groups. Addressing these issues could help make education more equitable for social cohesion and development in plural society like Malaysia. Alright, for the second article, over 400,000 school students facing learning problems, say Education Minister. The source can be found from the Star webpage. The author is from Alpha Yunus, Martin Carvalho, and Benjamin Lee. It dates back March 30th, 2024. The summary says that Malaysia's Education Minister Fadlina Sidek's challenges says that 280,985 primary and 154,853 secondary school students lack basic 3M skills in Malaysia. 3M means that writing, spelling, and speaking. Right. Ministry stages interventions for mastery at mastery level 1 and 2 at the classroom level. Overcoming problems through strategic planning, rehabilitation programs, and intervention programs. Okay, for the analysis of this article, Education Minister's statement on learning challenges says that over 400,000 students in schools face learning difficulties, indicating the sociological implication of educational inequality. So the educational systems in the country is quite imbalanced in certain places. The constraint of academic success is influenced by the socio-economic status, cultural capital, and the resource availability. So it is also linked to the economic economic status in their places. The high number of students with learning difficulties may indicate inequalities in educational support system. Okay. Education's role as a social institution is highlighted shaping individuals' opportunities and life chances. Education can help solve learning problems, breaking the cycle of disadvantage and creating a fairer society. Alright, for the last article, I will brief quite quickly. Improving early education essential to improve skills in Malaysia, support long-term growth, World Bank report says. This can be found in their main page, World Bank itself. It dates back to April 25th, 2024. Okay, for the summary of this article, it says that World Bank Malaysia Economic Monitor highlights importance of improved learning outcomes for the long-term growth. Right. Importance of strong foundational skills for sustained growth and high income status. Investment in quality early education and teacher performance to compete with aspirational peers. Challenges include maintaining economic growth while ensuring public affordability and job opportunities. Near universal primary achieved, but nearly a quarter lack school readiness skills. This means that a quarter lack school readiness skills means that most people in our country most younglings in our country is not ready yet. Most of them are not ready for schools. Perhaps they are spoiled at home or something like that. Recommendation says that high quality preschool education is advised. Improve access to early childhood education for lower income household. As for the P40 groups, right? Rigorous measurement of student learning outcomes and teacher performance, and also effective teacher training programs like kursus, something like that for the teachers. Okay, as for the analysis, World Bank Group report on Malaysia's early education reform that highlights sociological themes of human capital development. Views early education as a collective issue affecting social mobility, preparedness for the working class, and the economic equity. This means that school itself is like the training ground for the younglings of our future generations to train themselves to become a useful member of the society, something like that. It also emphasizes on the importance of quality learning opportunities for cognitive and social development, especially among the disadvantages advocates for investing in early education to address systemic inequalities, create a skilled workforce, and promote social cohesion and economic stability. It confirms education as a pillar of sustainable development, preventing poverty, achieving social integration, and promoting active participation in social life. Okay, that's all for the article. As for the reflection, I believe that but after studying the news report, I believe that the difference in quality between urban and rural schools is very high. As for example, the students in KL are highly advanced and have most of the basic needs they need, such as internet, Wi-Fi, and something like that. But in countryside, most students don't really have access to internet nowadays, especially in the ones that live in like more original countryside like Sawapati places or something like that. There has to be a change in syllabus to reflect trends of the world. Okay, to add more to this, I believe that we need to change the method of the learning to more of a understanding the subject itself, like other than the fact that just to memorize it. Yes, I forgot that part. Schools encourages students to memorize too much. That's my point. In the case of rural areas, there is a lack of teachers and other facilities. This is especially highlighted in heavily forested places like Sabah and Sarawak. Policies which have to include these other communities are wanted. Okay, and lastly, these are calls for more technological cognizance in their citizen. There's a bit of a misspell. Okay, I believe that's all for now. Thank you, Miss, for listening to my presentation. And that's all.